Thank you for staying with us. Now we'll head straight back into our conversation. President Tinubu's recent directive issued his clearest directive on this ranching issue, and he also acknowledged that the land belongs to the states. Now, several northern states also received billions under this National Livestock Transformation Plan, which you talked about, and yet we see little to no change in that regard. Where did the breakdown happen? Would you say that the governors also may have deliberately stalled this plan from taking full shape?
You see, the matter is, during President Tinubu, it is 2 years into President Tinubu's tenure, and two policy trusts, have emerged. Number one, the creation of the Ministry of Livestock, and then this directive on ranching now. But all it falls on the same table, which is the mistrust of this initiative. When you talk about monies released, the Ruga initiative, billions of naira was also released. That has been unaccounted for. The National Livestock Transformation Initiative, was valued at 100 billion. And monies were also released. That also has not been accounted for.
So shouldn't we be demanding audits?
So if we must go ahead in our trajectory of fiscal discipline, all of those monies released should be investigated, and then the governors on whose watch these monies were released and the states that benefited, should have a case to answer as far as these matters are concerned. We will not continue to lose resources like this on policies that never see the light of day, and resources have been released, and then, there is no headway as far as this insecurity emanating from farmers and herders, is concerned. Yes, President Tinubu's directive is very, very clear on the matter of ranching. And I love that particular caveat he put. And the caveat is to guide the implementers of this particular directive to understand that there is no element of coercion in it. The responsibility of ownership of land is vested on the state governments, and it has to do with the willingness of the state to give out land for this ranching to be done. But the matter is this: governors are not authorities in themselves. They are sensitive to the feelings and then the decisions of their own people. If you take Benue, for instance, the issue has always been the matter of open grazing. If cattle don't graze from one place to the other, they will not meet with farmers. That is the essence of the open grazing prohibition laws that were enacted in Benue State. And as at the last time, about 25 other states too had enacted this same open grazing prohibition. Now, ranching is a very cost-intensive aspect of agriculture. Why is it so? Each cattle eats 1/5 of its body weight of food every single day to be able to survive. 1/5. It requires 1/5 of its body weight to be able to survive. Yet, ranching is still the most effective way of raising livestock. It is in tandem with global best practice, in the sense that when you do that, there is more meat, there is more whatever. But the cost of ranching is one of the reasons why there is an insistence on open grazing, which is free and more cost-effective for these people.
Okay, Mr. Ogbole, the challenge now is we must move forward as a country.